Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon 3, the Warborn. I returned to Camp Nightshade, and upon entering the camp, or trying to, I was greeted with this text box all of a sudden. So apparently, as you walk between the blue crystal spires, they begin to hum loudly. Funny, you'd always thought they were decorative. Now they have summoned a crowd of agitated eyes who run toward you. They bark questions at you and sort through your bags. Then they find the crystal, the one that Deleuze used to speak with you. Without a word of explanation, they put on thick leather gloves, take the crystal, and run off to the Keeper's Hall. You have no idea what they plan to do with it. Oh well, time to go report to Redbeard. I don't know what this is all about. I mean, I was going to head straight to Redbeard anyway. This strikes me as not entirely necessary. But oh well. Maybe everything is going to become clear. Hey, Redbeard. Redbeard watches you silently, waiting to hear what you have to say. His piercing gaze leaves you feeling constantly off guard, as if you should be confessing to something. You feel like generations of hands before you, very worried about the consequences of wasting Redbeard's time. Well... yeah, the last crystal was taken from me. What happened to it, and why did that happen? Didn't you trust me to walk these, you know, to bring in these last 50 meters to you personally? Ah, the crystal. The one you say Deleuze used to talk to you. I'm not sure I believe you. Both my mages and I inspected it. It seems like an inert chunk of rock. Okay, so you're saying... You're calling me a liar? That's out of nowhere. It is being stored in a hall to the east. Secure storage, as it's probably a death trap. I'll have the gate open for you. Please feel free to inspect it. If you can get it to react, let me know. Wait, how did you know about it in the first place? Or, what? If it's an inert chunk of rock? How did those, I don't know, detector pylons at the entrance even react to it? And are there the same kind of pylons on the main entrance of the fort? So if I hadn't used the back entrance, I don't know, man. This all seems very weird. So there's probably something going on that I'm not being told about. Well, I guess I can take a look at it. I disrupted the meeting, by the way. The Chimerian Shaman Dom is dead. You tell Redbeard the tale. He is visibly annoyed. Also, but if this orb is not actually instrumental to the story, I guess I really could have not picked it up or denied to take it to Redbeard. That is one thing I had been wondering about, and I would have tried choosing differently, but I did not have a conveniently closed save game, so and I didn't feel like redoing the entirety of the previous episode, basically just to find out. But I guess it was an actual option. Well, anyway, Deleuze was gone. Deleuze was gone, though. He escaped. We will never know if your slowness let him escape. Wow, way to be an asshole. What the fuck? When last we talked, you seemed kind of, I don't know, to put trust in me, and I don't know, it treated me like I was your, I don't know, your best woman in this case for the job and stuff like that. And now you're insulting me? Is this just inconsistency in the writing, or is Redbeard supposed to be inconsistent as a character? As a sign of his continuing, I don't know, decline into madness or into powerlessness? I don't know. Well, anyway, I guess we will never know if my slowness let him escape. At least Dom was brought to justice. It will provide the enemy a valuable lesson. However, there is some good news. What is the good news? We sent a message to the Cimmerians. They have no secrets from us. They won't be able to get the help the less promised. They may be closer to surrender. We have done more to gain victory on this front than the Pact has in years. Yet something is missing. What do we need? Information. We need to learn where the less is going next. We have suspicions, but we don't have time to wander around aimlessly. We must be sure. I know where we need to go. Where you need to go. So, where is it that I need to go? Redbeard graces you with a vicious smile. Oh, I think it's time for you to pay a visit with the Pact's loyal ally, Chief Tilla. Again. With all of this activity, there is no way she's completely ignorant about where the less is going next. I still think you're wrong about her. Return to Vanatokstead. Go to her. Demand that she let us know where the less where the less and his retinue is going. What if she really doesn't know anything? Her son and closest advisor were dealing directly with the less. She must know something. If she doesn't, she is a fool. She is not a fool. Or those two might have just been doing their own thing, you know. But what if somehow she doesn't? Then we destroy her village anyway. What? No, we will not. It will serve as a valuable example to nearby steads. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will. One of them must know something. I have another question. Are you insane? I guess I'm done with this asshole for good now. What the fuck? I mean, he's been pushing it in the past, but wow. I brought Redbeard a unique treasure, a crystal I can use to directly communicate with Deleuze. Well, actually a crystal that Deleuze said he wanted to use to communicate with Redbeard. Weird. The mastermind behind this horrible war, yeah. You aren't sure why he put this stone in your hands, but Redbeard is suspicious. Apparently the crystal will only talk to you. Well, we don't know that. And only when you are alone. Redbeard asked you to speak with Deleuze and try to figure out what your enemy wants. Oh, that is an official quest then. Okay. I thought the official quest was go to threaten Chief Tilla some more, on the off chance that she actually does know something, even though we have no proof as to that being the case. Well, go look at that stone some more. Seemed more like a, like an afterthought. You approach the crystal slowly before Deleuze spoke to you through it. For all you know, it's a trap. You are half convinced that the thing is about to blow up, taking the whole camp with it. This doesn't happen. Instead, the crystal did what it did before. It hums and glows slightly. Then an insubstantial figure appears above it. Who? What? Who is it? The crystal. It is Ayali? It must be. You seem confused. Sorry, I was sleeping when the crystal hummed. I'm alert now. Is this the less? It is. I wanted to be able to talk to a Hand of Avadon. I chose you. No particular reason. You were simply the first who came along. I'm glad you are willing to speak. I'm not willing. I just walked up to this rock to see what would happen. And now you know. The rock is a rare privilege. It enables you to talk to the Pact's greatest enemy. Whether you use this is up to you. No trap, no scheme. I only want to talk. To what purpose? Why does anyone talk? Understanding. I want to know more about you, and you want to know more about me. I will not ask your plans or directly attempt to influence you. I will resist your attempts to do the same. Then why are we talking? I simply want the chance to connect with the enemy. For just a moment. As a human. Do you agree to this? I will hear what you have to say. There is nothing more I can ask for. I welcome... There is a low humming sound. The image of Deleuze begins to flicker. Are you still there? The humming grows louder. You brace yourself for an explosion, then the sound fades, the little figure disappears, and the stone grows dim. You wait, but nothing else happens. This conversation is over. This must be Redbeard's doing. What the hell are you up to, old man? When you approach Redbeard, you see that he is consulting his notes on the Cimmerian situation. One of the scrolls has a rough sketch of Chief Tilla on it. He shows it to you when you approach. The Cimmerians have such a reputation for cruelty and resolve, don't they? And yet, Ayali, they have the same weakness we all do. That being love, family, people we would give anything for. Yeah, like you're one to know about that, right? Chief Tilla spent her life winning power and safety for her tribe. Then her son, foolish young Gerd, makes a decision and she is ready to abandon it all. Remember this, Ayali. It is a tool you can use and a weakness you should avoid. Have you had a family? I will never tell. You shouldn't even ask. If I do have a family or families, do you know what would happen if my enemies learned about them? Ayali, let me give you some advice. What is your advice? Live a life. Live a full, well-rounded life as much as you can. It will help you to stay sane. It will remind you what you are fighting for. It will keep you effective when you need to do horrible things. Like burning down a village for no reason. Just keep your family secret. Otherwise, you will end up lost like that foolish Farlander Tilla. I'm not sure that I could do that. Well, the thing is, live a full life as much as you can, but keep your family entirely secret? That's not going to work. Or at the very least, that's always going to be a huge risk. Someone could find out. So I'm not sure this is a very good plan at all. Some can't. It is a weakness, but we all have weaknesses. Really, do we all? Interesting. I only hope that it does not end in pain for you, young Hand. He rolls up the scroll with Chief Tilla's face. Did you need something? I don't know if I should even talk to him about the crystal. But then, since that was the next main quest that popped up, or I guess the quest did pop up, but the actual main quest only updated, so it did not. I did not get a notification about that, basically. So maybe that was optional. I don't know. I don't even know at this point. Well, I guess I have spoken to the Deleuze crystal. You did. It reacted. You describe what happened. I see. It has stopped communicating with me entirely. What did they say? What did it say to you? Why should I lie about this and say that Deleuze tried to get me to betray Redbeard? Because Deleuze is already the mortal enemy of Redbeard. I could not make Redbeard hate him anymore. Or think of him anymore as a threat. I don't see the point to that at all. Well, Deleuze did say nothing of value. Just chat, or not even really that. The communication stopped before we could really talk about anything at all. Redbeard's eyes grow cold. He does not believe you. Like I care. Chat, light conversation, from the greatest threat the Pact has known in centuries. Ayali, I don't trust your perception. But if the crystal will talk to you, we must make use of this as best we can. How so? Talk to the crystal whenever you can. I don't care about Deleuze's propaganda. I only hope that he will let slip some valuable bit of information we can use to find and kill him. If you learn something, bring it to me. Enough said on the topic for now. That's all I need, I think. I know where I'm supposed to go next. Back to the struggle, yeah. Wow. Oh, interesting. You return to the Deleuze crystal. It is dark and quiet, which is a disappointment. After your victory in Cimmerian lands, you thought there would be a response. Then there is one. There is a low hum. The crystal glows slightly. The small blurry figure appears above it. Ayali, are you... You are there. Good. I wish to speak with you. You suspect where I am now, I think. You suspect where I am now, I think. I know you have been in Cimmeria. Wait. What? Why would I suspect where you are? And you know exactly where I was. Because I picked up the crystal there. I'm super confused by this game. Am I just being really stupid today? Or maybe in general? Or does this writing not make much sense? I don't know. I'm beginning to mistrust myself. Well, I was in Chimeria, where I picked up this crystal that I'm talking to. After I defeated Dom, you kind of were right there, watching it all happen. I could sense it through the crystal. Very, very sad. I told him not to trifle with you. His Chimerian stubbornness brought him down. It is a loss to me. I will not deny it. Time is short, so I would ask you not to. I would ask you not to gloat. I would only ask you something. Then ask. You have now spent some time with the Chimerians. They are your sworn enemy, and your people are determined to crush them. I won't try to convince you otherwise. I would only ask one thing. The Chimerians as people. What do you think of them? As people. Chimerians are the enemy? No. Chimerians are violent brutes? No. Not any more so than any other humans. I treated the Chimerians unjustly? I don't think I did. I personally. I don't know what the game is implying here. How did I treat the Chimerians unjustly? I mean, the one Chimerian, Dom, maybe, but then I was really acting in self-defense. More than anything else. I really don't know what direction the game is trying to push me in here. I only did what I had to do. That sounds way more defensive than I want to be. What if I admit that I treated the Chimerians unjustly? I mean, both 3 and 4 are both correct. I followed orders, and maybe in doing so, I treated them unjustly? Jeez, I don't know. I had what I had to do. I did what I had to do. But who decides who you have? Who decides who you have to? What you have to, I guess. You or your masters? Yeah, my masters in this case. Did you see nothing that made you think that what you had to do is different from what you should do? Oh, absolutely. Speak freely. Nobody is listening. Huh. The pact is already... Wow, these are all weird. How do you know nobody's listening? I mean, that's an interesting question. But really besides the point here. You're trying to play with my mind. I don't... Well, play with my mind? I don't know if that's the right term. It's not like I haven't been asking myself these questions anyway, so... I will not doubt myself. The pact is already losing my faith, or Redbeard is here, and you aren't. I wish there was... I mean, the pact is losing my faith. Redbeard is rapidly losing my faith, so I guess I'm going to say that. If your faith is shaken so easily... Easily, you say. Well, I may have overestimated you, Ayali, or maybe this is just a transparent attempt to fool me. It does not matter. I will still... Then, as before, the humming grows louder. And the little figure disappears. So that is most definitely Redbeard interfering, and he knows exactly what I'm saying here. Or else I really don't know what to say. Well. Since I can still ask him this, where do I need to go next? I think it's time for you to pay a visit to the Pax Loyal. Well, we already talked about that. This is really strange. We can level up. I need some more strength to be able to wear heavier equipment. As for skills... Well, this is kind of useful. Damage and makes abilities less effective. Okay, at level 3 it will also weaken all foes. Sure, let's try that. And this at level 3 will add a chance of doing critical damage to the main target. I don't think I ever actually used Shrapnel Grenade, mostly because it doesn't... From its tooltip the damage seems kind of low. And it has the huge disadvantage that I can only ever use it when when I haven't died before and when I'm at full vitality, right? That's kind of a huge limitation. Huh. So I'm kind of questioning the usefulness of the skill. But I guess I'm going to unlock its upgrade either way. So maybe now at least it's going to be good against a single target. Attack does critical damage 20%. Okay. 20 to 90. That's 26 to 90 damage. That's just not very good. 80 fatigue. Huh. I mean, I should have plenty. Whatever. So now my encumbrance is at 66. I think that means... oh wait, I can't use the Steel Greaves? Did I know that before? Okay, now I can at least wear that. The wool pants. I don't think I really need those at all. Those are for Khalida. Let's see here. This is much more protective. Also gives me 5% melee damage. This gives me extra strength and parry chance. And less armor. Going to give that to Khalida as well. These deal the same kind of damage. Extra crit chance. Extra magical damage. Extra chance to riposte. I guess as a Tinker Mage I do, or I am at least able to deal some magical damage, so that makes more sense for me. I'm going to keep this around. As for this, missile damage versus crit chance. I mean, 5% crit chance is not great, but it's cumulative, right? So I'm going to keep using that. I don't know if she can use that. Oh, she wasn't wearing any pants before. There. Put that stuff on, just in case. She's not encumbered even with that, so... Huh, but then this is not much weaker, and gives her extra missile damage. Sure. Or maybe... Junk bag. Oh. There we go. Oh, what do you have? Fine chainmail. It's 25. That's 22. Oh, the fine chainmail is almost as good, actually. So maybe we give that to her. This one, extra healing, yeah, I just don't think we really need that. I'd rather have him a bit better protected. Actually, could he have used that? He could. Why didn't I give that to him then? Wait, what? Did I accidentally throw that away? Where did it go? Wait. I pressed the wrong button. How did that happen? Oh. Oh, minimum strength 6. I see. Well, guess I'm going to wait until she gains a level of strength naturally. For now, I'm going to give her extra intelligence and keep increasing her turrets. Sure. Lita, I guess, can get a bit more endurance. What have I been putting points into? I guess these passive skills are good. As for you, I don't know, dexterity probably? Although, I did not really like it. I put some points in here. Well, that's fine. Since I'm not using him anyway. Well, more intelligence it is, I guess. And I kind of want his... Or was I working towards something specifically? I don't think I was. I think I want to increase his normal attack as much as possible, since that is seeming a little bit lackluster for now. Although I just gave him a better staff, so maybe it's going to be a bit better. And the same is really true for her as well. So there, it's now effectively level 8. She also gained Icy Lance for whenever I meet a fire-resistant enemy. Okay. Inventory. Oh, right, there's... I guess we give... Nope, give that to Ayali. Thought we had found one of those before. Right, you keep that around until you have enough strength. Okay. Yeah, I don't even normally want to do that kind of thing on camera, but just so happened. Now, quests. Chimerian Council. Chief Tiller is our only lead. Well, not much of a lead. Guess I'm going to talk to Avadon. Wait, Avadon would be here? Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, Charon. Did not actually talk to him after that incident. You did well on your mission, I guess. Under the circumstances. He looks shocked. No, I didn't. I would have died had it not been for you. I'm not sure I can take this every day. You'll get used to it. He stands rigidly with balled fists. I hope so, or my career as a hand will be short. He doesn't seem convinced. Excuse me, Ayali. Much to do. Okay. That didn't seem to go so well. I would love to give you more help. And help is what I am wanting. You go to 4 circles. No, actually. I have already been there. What is... Did I not check for new quests before I departed for that area? Because I'm pretty sure I did. This is... No. The second time that I seem to get quests for an area I've already been to instead of just before going there. That makes no sense. You go to 4 circles. Well, I can. Yeah, sure. It's news to me. No idea what was it. Oh, maybe he's talking. Maybe that's supposed to be past tense. It's news to me. No idea that was an important area. I wonder what knowledge waits there to be mined. Oh, no. He's talking about the future. Okay. Last time my scouts went through there, they saw a series of huts near standing stones. Ah, okay. So those 2 huts with hidden compartments, with secret rooms that I couldn't access, those are quest related. Old and worn, but seemed odd. Search them, tell me what you find. How were the huts odd? Abandoned, but only a tiny bit old and worn. Seemed almost new. In peaceful land, nobody there. see the details. I see these details. See things are worth looking closer, yes? Anything I should watch out for? Spies, magical traps, dragons. That close to a major place, a meeting area? Anything can happen. I'm sure this is very dangerous. Sorry. Well, I mean, I have looked at them, but I guess I have to actually go there now with a quest for something to trigger, because I didn't actually find anything except for the vague feeling that something was not right. Okay, well, strange things are happening in this game. Okay. We are going back to Four Circles then, I guess. I don't know which of these entrances is closer. Let's try this one first. Oh, I guess it's... yeah, well, it doesn't make much of a difference. South might have been a bit faster. So let's quickly do this, and then after that, well, we'll see how long this takes. I don't know which one was it. Was it this one? Well, one of the two. No. Yeah, okay. You explore this stone building. It looks like it's been abandoned for quite a few years. If someone has been here recently, your tracking skills are inadequate to find the signs. Then you notice something. A sound. A quiet humming, barely at the edge of perception, that I somehow didn't hear before. If Avadon hadn't told you to be alert, you never would have detected it. There is a movement out of the corner of your eye. You turn your head, but there is nothing happening. Odd. Really? Well, it is odd. That much is true. Oh, well, that door just opened. And there is a subterranean compartment to this. Okay, so this might take a bit longer than I initially thought. But then I didn't really know what I was expecting. You gain a new appreciation for the camouflage skills of the Barbarians. They have built a large complex under the huts above, but they left the huts looking entirely abandoned. Nice work. Now that you are down here, you can hear hissing and zapping sounds in the cavern ahead. Your hair starts to stand on end. Something powerful has been installed down here. Time to deliver the judgment of Avadon. Well, first of all, time to find out what the heck is even going on here. That must be... yeah. That leads to the other hut. And we have no way of opening that from inside, interestingly. Oh. Toothmaw Fang. Toothmaw Fang? That's a name. There is a large meeting hall in the center of this complex. Its recent construction, full of magical equipment and oddly staffed by wretches. The small, fierce creatures are standing at a meeting table. A shaman stands in the middle, pointing at a map and barking orders. You can tell he's a shaman because of the hundreds of fangs hanging from his armor. He looks ridiculous. Okay. When you emerge into the room, one of the wretches, points at you and snarls. The shaman turns. Aha! You are no Barbarians. You are the foe. Now you face the wrath of Toothmaw Fang. Really? Toothmaw Fang? Yes, that is I. He shakes his body, and the hundreds of little trophies hanging from his garb rattle together. My trophies, the source of my power. What are you doing here? We were brought by the Great One. We are gift to Barbarians. So many of them killed. We Warborn promises help to them. Brought by Great One? Brings all allies together. Okay. Who is the Great One? The Great One, the one wise human who brings us together. He is great, he is deadly, he is... One of the other wretches pokes him in the arm. Sorry, not to say name. Yeah, well, that's not really necessary. I can kind of imagine who you're referring to. What is your job? We help Cimmerians, replace all the dead, help them fight. Token to bring them back in war. So now what? Now Toothmorfang thinks this over. He wasn't expecting a big battle today. I think one of us surrenders to other, or we fight to death. One of these things. Well, you could surrender? Toothmorfang does a quick bit of head math. More of us than you, by a lot. Can't surrender then. Too shameful. What? I can surrender? That's an interesting option. Oh, I'm tempted to actually just pick that. I mean, if it didn't say surrender in brackets there, I would assume this is just meant as a joke. Fine, I surrender. Good, thank you. Much easier this way. The wretches efficiently relieve you of your weapons and tie you up. Then they kill you. Oh god. This game. Yep. Oh, please tell me there's a quick save somewhere. Autosave. Oh no, there is not. Oh god. Okay, well. The best I could expect there. Okay, this time I'm going to pick this entrance. That's a neat touch though, so I'm not upset at all. Well, this was the other hut. It's probably going to be just the same as in the first one we tried. Please open the door. Okay, there you go. Right. Yep. Okay. Toothmorfang, what are you doing here? Who's the great one? What's your job? So what happens? You could surrender. We should just fight. Toothmorfang was expecting your assault. We are prepared for this attack. Cimmerian shamans give us defenses. He mutters a word of command. The crystals surrounding you... Wait, I'm not surrounded by crystals. Oh, I guess the entire room is lined by crystals. Okay. Well, more or less. The crystals surrounding you begin to glow. Deadly magic starts to crawl across the floor, away from them, burning everyone in its path. The wretches are surrounded by it. Toothmorfang says, I did not expect this. Okay. Yeah, right now they're more immediately threatened by that stuff than we are. Okay. I was going to say, please let me use some of my AoE here before they have a chance to spread out. Sure. Sweet. That's a good first turn, if I do say so myself. There's that guy up there, Wretch Hunter, okay. The others are just wretches. Acid resisted, okay, that's fine. Maybe I should have used an earthquake first. Because after... I need full vitality to use this for some reason. Oh, because that is actually more vitality than he has, okay. So I guess I can use skills that require more fatigue than I have in vitality, but only when I have full vitality. I guess that kind of makes sense. Of course, that means that now... Well, I can kill that wretch even though it was terrified, so I didn't technically have to. Sorry, Ayali. Can I go there? I cannot. So I cannot actually leave this lava floor. Oh well. Can walk here though and attack him. You can do similarly. Okay, cool. And we are victorious. What do we have here? Potion of health. Okay, you get that. Charm of nimbleness, extra dexterity versus extra crit chance. Huh. Well, since Ayali is the only one who can use dexterity, I'm going to give that to her and give the extra crit chance to maybe Nathalie? Yeah, she doesn't have anything. So, congrats. Steel short sword is just a steel short sword. And not as good as what I'm using. Well, not as good as that, which I could be using. Sell that. Got this. Add to my collection. Alright. Guess now we wait for the fire to... Oh. Start retracting. Except... Oh, it's not. It's not retracting. That's not what I expected. Oh, also, this is not an exit at all, since I cannot open it. Is the fire still spreading? I guess not, but since we're not in combat right now, fire does not actually do much. Or anything really. Oh, the exit is right here. Well, that was interesting, especially with that surrender option. I do appreciate that kind of thing. Whoops, no. Walk down here. Well, that was a fun diversion, but the real fun is going to begin when we return to Chief Tilla. And I can really only hope that the game is going to give me a good... Should not be talking during loading screens, because for some reason that tends to cut off my audio. So the real fun is going to begin as soon as we return to Chief Tilla. And I can only hope that the game is going to give me a good option to... I don't know, to do the right thing and not burn down the village for no reason. So I guess if that is the point that determines whether I side with the rebels and the less, even though I don't like the less necessarily much more than Redbeard, but at this point I can't keep working for Redbeard. So we'll see. I explored the huts you told me about. You tell Aldun about everything you found. He frenetically takes notes. Is making today even more jolly. I will send more scouts soon. Do digging. Look at papers. Well, the place is pretty much all in flames right now, so... yeah, papers might not have survived that. If I heard much might be found. Well, yeah, maybe. As before, he presents you with another scarab. All these scarabs. Happy to help you in return for good bloody work. Can I help you anymore? I would love your help. But you do know that now I'm supposed to return to Vanatok's Dead, right? Just saying. Okay, reward. Scarab. Chance to riposte. Sure. Self-heal is nice. Thorn Shield is... kind of feels like a waste of a turn, because I generally don't want to be attacked. And if so, I'd much rather a riposte, because that means that I'm not going to take the damage, but actually deal damage, while this requires me to, you know, take the damage first. So, there, Khalida. Have fun with that. Anything else? I don't think so. So without further ado, back to Vanatok's Dead it is. Yes. Vanatok's Dead. Here. Okie doke. I guess when I was here the last time I did not actually talk to the To the stone carver. Maybe he has another quest for me? No, I guess I don't. I guess he doesn't. Well, let's save here, just in case. Chief Tilla nods to you, waiting to hear what you have to say. She hasn't slept in days. Strange that all of this chaos came from her asking Cerise to send you. Yeah. Strange, huh? What is it, Hand? Garrett stands nearby, watching his mother closely. He seems to finally be ready to learn how to lead a stead when she is gone. I have come here at Redbeard's request. I understand. I have been hard at work, looking for any scrap I can feed you to appease your hunger. What do you need? Rudo snorts. Do not play the victim for us, Cimmerian. You attacked my homeland. Now you suffer the consequences. Oh, whoa there, Rudo. Please, let me handle this. We need to know where Deleuze has gone. Deleuze. He is real. You know, I didn't think he was until Redbeard came. I thought we were fighting for our freedom. Instead, we were only his puppets. His sacrifices. I have not been dormant. My warriors have questioned all travelers that passed through our lands, especially ones that came from near the Four Circles. Okay, that's good news. I mean, I still believe her, and that means that she has been working hard to help us in any way she can. And now my only option is to keep threatening her. I think it would be unwise to hold anything back from us. I mean, yeah, it would, but why would I say it this way? I wouldn't. I will not. We were most enthusiastic in our questioning. I did learn something. A scrap of information. It is small, but significant. Rudo laughs nervously. You were interrogating your own people, moving peacefully through your lands? Chief Tilla responds. If you faced the same threat, you would have done the same. Well, what is it? Oh, that's worth an achievement. The first meeting. Okay. Strange timing for that. I have 2 reports. 2. They say the same thing. A large armed force traveling at night. They are trying to stay hidden, but it's not possible in those numbers. They had Tawan soldiers among them. They were heading southwest. They were on the road to Kirik Tor, in the lands of the Wildrealm rebels. That is all I know. What? I mean, these dialogue options just make no sense whatsoever. You will pay for holding this back from us? She did not hold it back from us. She just told me. You should have told me this well before now. I mean, I don't know what kind of time is supposed to pass in between my visits here, but or how long my travels across, from place to place are supposed to take in real time. There's no real indication for that. I mean, if it's been weeks since I was last here, I guess she could have reasonably been expected to send a scout or send a messenger before now, but really, from, I don't know, from what it feels like the timing is here, this makes no sense. And this one, really, why would you say that? It is helpful information. Thanks, Tilla. Yes, I'm sure it will appease Redbeard. Well, I'm not so sure, but I sure hope it will. If Deleuze is going anywhere, I think it will be there. How are you faring? We are waiting. We know the blade is balanced over our heads. We wait only for the final judgment. Do you have any more information for me? Not yet, but I am searching. As soon as I learn anything, I will send word. We swear it. Do you have any work for me? What? You want a job? No, thank you, Hand. We have taken up far too much of your time already. Yeah, fair enough. That was not really the right situation to ask such a thing, but, you know, the game did offer me the opportunity, so... Thank you for your mercy. Well, I wish I could reassure her a bit more. Tell her that I personally believe her, and I'm trying to do my best to prevent any
To prevent more terrible consequences as much as I possibly can. But alas, we'll just have to pretend that I actually found some nice words. I mean, I did tell her that she was doing a good job. Okay, so and instead of going after her hint, after her information right away, without losing any more time, I'm supposed to report back to Redbeard first. Well, sure, if you say so, game. I mean, he's going to send me there anyway. I have spoken with Chief Tilla. The less is going to Kirik Tor. Redbeard leans forward. Kirik Tor? I know that place. He calls for maps to be brought to him. Yes, it is in the Will Realm, west of here. It is an ancient meeting place. It is in rebel lands. Delas is going to meet with the rebels. He must be trying to keep them in the war. This is another chance to stop him. Redbeard looks up at the guards and barks an order. Prepare, warriors. We must depart. Then he turns to you. We are going. Before we do, there is one small bit of trivia to settle. What is it? You seem to have potential, Ayali. You show great initiative for a hand. I would like to evaluate your judgment, so I can use you best. Go on. Chief Tilla and her village have tried to cozy up to the Pact to keep themselves safe from the war, yet they hid key information from us. No, they did not! What the hell is wrong with you? They did not hide key information from us. They were doing their best to help us in any way they could, while still trying to keep themselves safe, which is perfectly understandable. If they had spoken to us sooner, we might have caught Deles and saved great bloodshed. Normally, in such a case, Avadon engages in retribution. Before I leave, I can send a force to raid Vanatok's dead. What do you think I should do? What? Yeah, they helped us. Not only in the end, they helped us. Be merciful. God damn it. Redbeard looks disappointed. Yeah, of course he does. What did you expect? I will abide by your decision. Really? Well, thanks, I guess. But it is the wrong one. No, it is not. This... Chief Tilla will not be grateful. Will she not? The Farlands look for any signs of weakness, and they feast upon them. Your mercy will result in greater destruction. How? How so? My mercy will result in their village not being burnt down for no reason. I consider that a good thing. Haste is necessary. Yeah, whatever. So, where do I go? Redbeard makes a mark on your map. Travel to Kirik Tor. Something major is happening there. Big enough to draw Deles. Hurry there and find out what. Well, okay. I mean, you are going there with your main force, I guess. But we are also going there. Fine. If you meet rebel leaders, as I suspect you will need to act. I will send scouts after you with further direction. Okay. What should I do through the rebels? Talk to them. Kirik Tor is a meeting place. Find out what they want. We are looking for a way to get the rebels to sue for peace. Our greatest goal is not vengeance. It is showing that we can end the war. Really? Should I kill the rebels? No. I'm not even going to ask that. If they attack me or anything, if they force me to defend myself, of course I will kill them, but, you know, why would I start the aggression? Anyway, what will you be doing? I need to leave here. At this point, it is unwise for me to stay in one fort for too long. I will be looking for a new base. When I find one, I will send a message to you. And if I don't get a message? Ayali, you are a Hand of Avadon. You will do your duty and find a way to fight for the Pact as best you can. I do hope I see you again, though. I occasionally enjoy guiding young hands with promise. Now off with you. There is much to do, and the hunt continues. Right. Man, this guy is giving me all kinds of mixed messages. Rebels at Kirik Tor. Gathering of Wilderm rebels in the ancient stronghold of Kirik Tor. Might be possible to deal with them. Well, yeah, might be. In the hope of bringing their rebellion to an end. Or maybe using that opportunity to join the rebellion. Or at least support it in some way. You need to travel there and find a way to meet with their leader. Learn why Deleuze was meeting with them. So the game is kind of... Oh, no. What are you doing? The game is kind of already saying that I'm going to be late again, and Deleuze is going to be gone already when I return, when I arrive. The crystal is dormant, okay. Well, so much for that. This would have been an interesting opportunity to talk to him, but of course now the game is not going to allow me to. I am, however, going to talk to Avadon again, because, you know, if he doesn't have a new quest for me now that I'm going to a new area, I don't know when he will. I would love your help, yet if I delay you... did not mean to ask that. Well, okay. So much for that. Who else could give me a quest? What was this guy hanging around here? Right, Kasich. Oh, Selena's constructs. Have they always been there? You have any more work for me? Not yet. Listen for rumors. Okay, gotcha. Wait, can I talk to my party members about something new? Okay, that doesn't look new. Kalina. Nope. Botan. Botan is sitting by the fire, however he isn't working on his gear. Whether it's careful preparation or a nervous habit, this is the first time you've seen him here not doing it. Instead, he stares quietly into the fire. You start to turn and leave him alone, but he looks up at you. Ayali, please join me. How are you? I have just been to see Redbeard. Oh yeah, I know the feeling. He wanted to talk to me. Evaluate my skills and loyalty, I think. I had heard of him many times, of course, but I had never met him. You had never met him before? I was conscripted to Avadon after acting keeper Protus had taken control. Redbeard had already been thrown out at that point. Talking about him was politically unwise. Protus wisely made it clear that insubordination would be punished. So, what did you think? Botan looks up at you. Ayali, I am going to trust you because I have to. I can't fight with you unless I think you will protect me. I'm going to say something risky to you. Redbeard is different from Protus. He is different from what I expected. Very much. How is he different? Redbeard is, on the surface, very calm, directed, vigorous. He is very well practiced in hiding his true mood. Not so good, however, that he can overcome my own training in detecting lies. To me, something is very plain about him. What is it? Whoops. Yeah, okay, that was the wrong dialogue option. His rage and his desire for vengeance are only barely under control. He plans to unleash enormous violence, even more than I am used to, and we are his instruments. Oh yeah, I know that. I know all about that. You have spoken to him more than I have, much more. Do you agree with this? I think your perceptions are very accurate. Thank you for having enough faith in me to say so. I will not betray your confidence. We must simply watch him carefully. Just remember, we hands have a responsibility. If we ever don't trust our keeper, we are obligated to... Never mind. Let's change the subject. What else did you need? I think that's all I need for now. Interesting. So I'm not the only one being very suspicious about our mighty leader, huh? That's good to know. So Botan at least is on my side, it looks like. That's just an Eye of Avadon. Hey, Rudo. Okay, this is all old stuff. Let's discuss Avadon. Suppose we can. What do you think of Redbeard? Yeah, okay, I asked him about that already. And finally, Nathalie. For once, Nathalie is not working. She sits at her table, her palms face down on the wood, staring straight ahead. Her expression is blank. When you join her, she says in a quiet voice, "I have been to see Redbeard. He remembered me." She looks at you. "Did you know I served him directly once?" "For how long?" "A year or so. He personally selected me as a hand, because of my huge potential. This is before he decided that potential would be squandered. He gave me orders directly for over a year before he tired of me." What happened during your service?" "He confided in me for a time, told me of his fears for the Pact, how he sensed that the Farlands were planning an attack. I roamed all of Linnaeus trying to find evidence he could use to convince Henvar's council. I destroyed many traitors, but I never found what he needed." "Why did he stop working with you?" "Because I stopped being able to pretend I was happy with how I was treated. He put so much trust in me, but he never gave me access to the full magical library. I could have done anything for him if he had trusted me. Instead, he thought I would lose myself in power. He feared my ambition." Was Redbeard right? "I was power-hungry, yes. I still am. I should be. Power enables me to do my job better. I want power, and more than that, I have earned it. I deserve it. But was I ever a threat to him? Was I ever anything less than loyal? No." What happened to you later? "I became an ordinary hand. I joined the rotation and was assigned jobs. I did everything I was ordered, be it battle, training, or using my magic for a host of odd jobs. I even made constructs to aid in building forts. I was ordinary. A hand, but ordinary." "And now you serve Redbeard again?" "Yes, I do. He has been so lowered in status, and yet he still sees me as an unreliable servant." She looks at you. "You've spent some time with him, Ayali. Tell me, do you trust him?" Weird selection of answers here. I have to trust him. He's my commander now? No. I trust him because he is the best leader for Avadon. No, not at all. I don't trust anybody. That's not true either. Why can't I just say no, I don't trust him? I have to trust him. I mean, that's almost as good, but not really. I don't trust anybody? Question mark? Not including you, of course, or any of my other companions. Nathalie laughs. That is a healthy attitude for a Hand of Avadon. Maybe they should carve it in stone over the entrance to the Black Fortress. But back to cheering topics. Like our unending war. What did you need? Nothing for now, thanks. Huh. Well, I wish I could have given her a more, less evasive answer there. Thankfully she didn't actually take my answer in the wrong way. I guess that's all I could ask for in that situation. Anyway, I suppose we're going to go on our next official assignment next time. As always, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.